I think we should do that again slower.
Slower?
Mm-hmm.
It felt so slow already.
Really?
Yeah.
Fast. The beginning, just the beginning.
Okay. Ancram Opera House seeks proposals from theater artists of all practices to develop and present a new work as part of Ancram Opera House's 2021 Spring Play Lab and Residency. The 2-month residency will meet virtually and culminate with work in progress showings that will be offered to the public via YouTube or other streaming platforms depending upon the needs of the presentation.
Hey guys, I'm on my way. I'm late, but I will be there soon. Can't wait to see you.
Oh my god, I can't believe it's been almost a year since we've sung together.
Gray flat surface spreading endless miles was laid down by ghosts who never could imagine what the world would become. Pour a century on a landscape, watch it harden into highway, watch it harden into highway. Broken mother sits alone at home. She lights a cigarette, forgetting that she just wants somebody to call her. Somewhere there's a satellite somebody built and rocketed to outer space. Empty city they once built up to the heavens. All the people left, and the buildings turned to ashes, and the walls rose wide. For a century on a landscape, watch the grass cover the highway, watch the grass cover the highway. Gray ash, father, broken mother, empty brother, where you go, when did you leave me? I want to tell you that I find your face in strangers, hear your voice in dark cafes. Infinite centuries made my body, then one moment comes and takes my breath away.
While the framework of this residency is a virtual one, there may be an instance in which an artist might obtain a limited in-person time to reside in the Opera House's guest artist department and have access to the performance space to work on and/or present their work in progress showing to a virtual audience. Did some quick editing on the fly. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. All me. That's so mad.
No, it's not.
That's a hard song to sing.
Yeah. Do you ever feel, I used to feel this when I was younger writing, where I would write something and then like, and I wouldn't know what it was about, and then like a little while later something would happen,
Dude.
and I would be like, no, I wrote this song about this thing that happened after I wrote it.
Yes.
Like, and I'd be like, wow.
Well, like, and like songs are like urgent. It's like there's an urgency. It's trying to like awaken in me, and so like I don't know what it is when I'm writing it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But then like a year goes by and you go, oh, that's what that was.
I think, I think seeing it makes me feel like become awake to what has been asleep, like not even knowing what's been asleep in my body, and but I feel this like sensation of like, oh, I didn't even know I was sleeping, or I didn't even know that was frozen.
Where did you go? I'm out here on the coastline. The drought is much worse than we thought. It's death by sunshine. Remember how it used to rain? Remember what we used to say? I'll search for you far and wide, as north as I can go. Almost all the ice is gone. It's not even that cold. Remember how it used to snow. Remember where we used to go. Remember knowing the tide is rising, dear. It's getting hotter, dear. We'll burn and then we'll drown. This world could break us down. Will you forgive me, dear? If we had one more year, I'd learn to say goodbye. We have so little time. Where did you go? I used to know.
My first roommate ever was an epidemiologist, and she used to say all the time, like, we're overdue for a pandemic.
I don't know. We like really went through this. Like we really did go through this.
It's a natural disaster. Like,
Truly.
they knew this was possible. Like, I wasn't aware that pandemics were like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Just like waiting for the shoe to drop sensation. You just went through something extremely profound, and are you gonna let that change you? Like, are you gonna like evolve into like what we need to become?
I mean, it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
And also, like, who am I?
All the time wishing you could be more like It's just getting to light. You have a comma there for that reason. It's not. When do you want the end to come in?
Footage of you singing it in here.
Yeah.
And get the demo.
Let's do it.
And if we flub,
It's fine.
It's
It was
fine.
fine.
Because you can record a bomb ass vocal. It sounds awesome in your voice. It's like. It sounds so good.
It sounds like you. It's like magic.
No, it doesn't. Wait. Shit. Let me record.
This is a poem. This is a poem about God looking looks after things. He looks after lions, mooses, and reindeer and tigers, anything that dies, and mans and little girls when they get to be old, and mothers he can look after, and God can look after many old things. That's why I do this. Hillary Ann Farley, age 5, Canada.
I feel like kids don't play in the street anymore.
I don't think they're allowed to anymore. Strangers?
Well, I think it depends. Yeah, it probably depends where. But maybe childhoods now are just like less. I don't know. Are less free.
Looking in the mirror, realize you're faking every word you say and every choice you're making. Wondering who's inside you, hoping to be waking up. It started as an itch, but now it's growing stronger. You've been here all your life, you can't stay any longer. No one's gonna show you how to tell what's wrong or right. It's not inevitable that we grow. Water and light, soil and shade, soil and shade. Water and light, soil and shade, soil and shade. You step out on your own like it's a sacred mission. Say you'll try to understand on one condition, that you won't have to give up on what you're wishing, please. You say the ones who made it love you, they won't give their blessing. And friends who said they'd never leave are second guessing. And the weight of goodbye after goodbye is pressing down on you. It's not inevitable that we grow. Water and light, soil and shade, soil and shade. Water and light, soil and shade, soil and shade.
And so, the aunt and uncle that you visited, are they your mom's?
Yeah, it's my mom's sister's husband, my Uncle Tom. This was the October before COVID started. And my uncle got hit by a pickup truck when he was crossing the street. And basically almost didn't make it out alive. But then a few months later, around the time the pandemic was starting to ramp up, he had a seizure, and he collapsed, and they had to take him to the hospital. And he woke up, and COVID was happening, and he didn't remember. That was when his memory loss started too. So it was like you wake up in the middle of a hospital, and there is a global pandemic happening, and you don't remember how old you are, your grandkids' names, basic facts about your own life, and all you know is everyone's wearing a mask and freaking you out about COVID. It really does.
Well, I missed a few days.
Oh, everyone's gonna criticize my chopping techniques.
I don't think so.
Yeah, because aren't you supposed to not have your fingers out?
Yeah, definitely don't cut your fingers.
Yeah.
You meant to bend your fingers a little bit?
Yeah.
So you do, yeah. You'd rather just cut your finger?
I just get as close as I can. I like to play with danger. Okay. My whole thing is as soon as it goes on, I feel like I'm performing and I'm self-conscious.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think that's what's probably crazy about this generation too. They're so comfortable on camera.
It's always there.
It's always a show. It's always a performance in a way.
I'm so afraid of I don't know. I'm I'm so afraid of my self-pity and showing that.
Yeah.
Like, valid or not, you know?
Yeah.
Or my grief.
I'm like, well, how candid, you know, just like finding this line of like, how vulnerable do I actually want to be about like where this shit's coming from? You know, I'm putting out this work that's really vulnerable and like about a really hard time. It's okay to talk about this stuff, or it's, you know. I mean, that's why part of me thinks that maybe we should actually be collecting like some found audio and like.
It could quite literally just be like us talking about ways in which we're stuck, ways in which we're flowing, ways in which like just the literal things of like what's happening. And
well, we're on the camera now, but maybe we should film ourselves having some real talks with each other.
Yeah.
If it's like you know, if it's like pretty raw, like unscripted, other material. I like that.
Yeah.
Definitely myself that way.
And so they basically were drawing an imaginary world in the future. And I was asking questions like, who lives there and what do they do? Where do they get their resources from? How do they eat? Like, are they people? Are they aliens? What are they? And so he was just explaining to me all about this imaginary world that he drew in the future. And then his brother and then Marco's world looked completely different.
It's family time.
Family time.
This is a reality. This is like the shot they get on the
We
reality
really need to get.
We're eating salami during the filming.
Oh dear.
So in my world, there's lots of gardens, obviously, and there's birdhouses. What else? Food is free. Healthcare is free. Tons of trees. So we run on the sun. We only work in the summer and then in the fall, and then winter is just poetry time. I see there too.
Yeah, so I spent like my summer spending time with my uncle who had this head injury. It has made him kind of like a lot different. But I also grew up like not, I don't know, having this like, I wasn't very close with my uncles.
Yeah.
I was like, it's like little gay boy. As close to my aunts.
Yeah. There you go.
When I first got down there, he had this big, like, scraggly beard because they hadn't gone to the barber because of COVID. And, I mean, he didn't know how to cut it, like, he didn't know how to walk. I mean, he just never had a beard like that, so intensely covering his face. And so, like, finally, after, like, a week of being there, I was like, why don't we just, like, give you a haircut, and I've never cut anyone's hair. I was just like, we're gonna figure this out. He gets in his little chair in the bathroom. I could tell he didn't know who I was, I was like, he has no fucking clue who I am right now. I'm just like this guy cutting his hair. He literally thinks he's at the barbershop. And I was like holding a blade to his face, it's like and trimming his beard and like cutting his hair. And like at one point I put like shaving cream on his nose and I like touched his nose and I was like, boop. And he just started laughing and I was just like, this is the most tender, intimate moment I've ever had with a man in my family. And I wouldn't have had this with him if he hadn't had this head injury. He's also a painter. His ability to paint dramatically decreased, but he wasn't able to tell. So he would paint pictures and then think they were done, and we would look at them and be like, that's not done.
How many words go unsaid between us? Sitting and burning, sitting and burning. How many trees have decayed on this island? bones in the soil have disappeared. Your candle is shorter than mine. We don't have much time. I'm trying to show you. Can't keep pretending it's fine. We'll keep up the lies. Will I ever know you? All your dreams and memories, all your fears have landed you here. Looking at your legacy, wondering what to say to me. How many times has this silence felt like a failure, felt like a failure? How many stars have decayed on the skyline? How many bones in my body are shaped like yours? The candle is shorter than mine. We don't have much time. I'm trying to show you. Can't keep pretending it's fine. We'll keep up the lies. Will I ever know you? Oh, your dreams and memories. Oh, your fears have landed you here. Looking at your legacy, wondering what to say to me. And all your dreads and tragedies, all the gifts you handed me here. Look at your legacy. Some things may never be. Years and years and years go by, living silent side by side. This house was built long ago, telling what these walls may hold. No, no, and what is buried underneath the bones and secrets that we keep. We're not the first to be afraid that what we built will one day fade. Oh, your dreams and memories, oh, your fears have landed you here. Looking at your legacy, wondering what to say to me. And all your traits and tragedies, oh, the gifts you handed me here. Look at your legacy. Some things may never be.
How's that?
Yeah, that's good. When was that? What year was that?
2017.
2017. I don't know. I also had really a lot of fun that week. This aunt
Me
loves
too.
me. It was like so joyful, and just being around a bunch of songwriting nerds. For me, it was like a moment where I stopped doubting. I think I stopped doubting that I like deserved the title, you know, of a songwriter.
I remember feeling like so affirmed. You know, like so not affirmed by the external world, but like I just felt so like yes, like this is just what I love to do.
Yeah.
So like I think it was just actually pure joy. Like there was no. I think I've, you know, I think I'm trying to do that more. I think that there's been a chunk of years or a lot of years in my life where like even the joyful stuff is sort of, there's like an echo of what's not happening, or like some kind of loss that's like quiet, even while there's joy happening.
What is it?
66.
Hard to see the light behind us. Frozen frozen where the darkness blinds us. Soften so the sun shines through. Cracks will turn to golden woos. Freedom from the chains that bind us. The way our past and pain defines us. To head back home where we come from. Return to where we learned to run. I come from mountains. I come from sea. I come from sorrow. I want to be finally free, finally free, finally free. You wanna ask me how to be free, how to be free. Fearful are we, don't wanna get free, don't wanna get free. I dream of mountains, I dream of seas. I forgive sorrow, I learn to be finally free, finally free, finally free. You wanna ask me how to be free, how to be free. Faithful are we, gotta get free, got to get free.
A Small Needful Fact by Ross Gay is that Eric Garner worked for some time for the Parks and Rec Horticultural Department, which means, perhaps, that with his very large hands, perhaps, in all likelihood, he put gently into the earth some plants which, most likely, some of them, in all likelihood, continue to grow, continue to do what such plants do, like house and feed small and necessary creatures, like being pleasant to touch and smell, like converting sunlight into food, like making it easier for us to breathe.
What do you guys think this is, by the way?
That speed limit sign is fabulous.
Fabulous, okay? You look good. Girl, with all bracelet on her. Okay.
Okay, she got caught up in
She
some
got
shit.
caught. Yeah.
It's so confusing. Like,
She had a night, honey. She had a night.
We'll never know.
Is it recording?
Oh God, this poem is called I Love Animals and Dogs. I love animals and dogs and everything, but how can I do it when dogs are dead and 100? But here's the reason. If you put a golden egg on them, they'll get better. But not if you put a star or moon. But the star moon goes up, and the star moon I love. Hillary Ann Farley, age 5.
That one's a little out there for me.
I love this one.
so out.
There's so many more.
Kiera, age 7, says, I'll just take a nap. That's how you solve that. Anonymous, 6 years old, says, sometimes I fall down on purpose so that I can just take a break.
Okay, so what are your questions about perennials?
how long they're in bloom for, and how.
And then like when they're done blooming.
Is it one bloom per season?
I think so. Like daffodils only are like around.
They die. Essentially, they allow their exposed parts to die.
But the root stays intact?
The roots survive due to some unique coping mechanisms. Sugars in the roots of a perennial act as a kind of natural antifreeze by lowering the freezing point below 32 degrees. So they have antifreeze in them.
Oh my god, you guys.
Are you holding it in place?
Mm-hmm.
I have so many pictures of Raina with things on her head.
I know, I was just scared of
The
pumpkins.
pumpkin. In other words, sound in the form of vibrations passing through walls and floors, as well as bodies and things. Vibration extends our listening experiences to that of felt energy. That is a tactile sound that we sense more than we hear. As an expenditure of energy, vibration passes through materials and structures. In doing so, it radically forces connection between things and bodies.
Yes, I believe. Yes, I believe. Yes, I believe that one day all of this soon will be over. Yes, I believe. Yes, I believe. Yes, I believe that one day all of this soon will be over. Oh, the crazy minds, the crazy headlines, the waking up and hoping it'll be different this time, the wondering how long we're gonna have to climb without getting anywhere. How do you dream over a bed of disaster? Has to be after what, after how, after when, I don't know, but I'll say it again and again and again and again. Yes, I believe. Yes, I believe. Yes, I believe that one day all of this soon will be over. Yes, I believe. Yes, I believe. Yes, I believe that one day all of this soon will be over. Start to realize the anger's disguise. There's something much more painful hiding on the inside. The pointing fingers up at the monster in the sky, that won't get us anywhere. How do we move when we're stuck on a story? Has to be glory. What? Glory how? Glory when? I don't know, but I'll say it again and again and again and again. Yes, I believe. Yes, I believe. Yes, I believe that one day all of this soon will be over. Soon will be over. Yes, I believe. Yes, I believe. Yes, I believe that one day all of this soon will be over. Yes, I believe. Yes, I believe. Yes, I believe that one day all of this soon will be over. Soon will be over. Soon will be over.
Not just acknowledging the trauma and seeing it and then like trying to move past it, but actually excavating that trauma and like looking at the roots of that trauma and then making it so it's never possible again in the future.
Checking into the body in this moment, in this day. It's not inevitable that people go into recovery.
No, it's not.
It's not
And people
inevitable.
will hold on for dear life to their old ways. I don't know, like if it's a matter of capability or if it's a matter of just like learning.
It's like, I want to talk about the root of, I want to know what's going on. If that makes people uncomfortable, that's okay.
We all have different gifts, right? We all have different things. Like we can't all, it's not like everybody should live this one way. I think there's also like the friction of that is necessary, and it's not like everyone heal this one way. Obviously it's like, you know, everyone's in dialogue something different.
I know when I exhale, then let a sigh sound come pouring out. We don't push it forward, we don't hold it back. Let's let it float on the breath. Here we go.
things in us that maybe were dormant before, like we didn't even know were there. How does it start from within?
Waiting on the warehouse rooftop, watching empty city streets as wind and rain destroy the world we take for granted constantly. Kiss me as the sky splits open, hold me like a blow away. This could be a final moment. News of missiles flying over ocean water, turning black with oil spilling, tyrants killing, tectonic shifting, coastlines drifting. Kiss me as the sky splits open, hold me like a blow away. This could be a final moment. Marching down the streets with thousands of strangers carrying signs of protest that shout for freedom, echoing songs of pioneer dreamers that walked before us. If they sound the siren, you will be the one I call to say goodbye. 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 Kiss me as the sky splits open, hold me like a blow away. This could be a final moment or the dawn of a new day.
I think quarantine was the beginning of my choice to say, like, I'm not going to sit in this anymore. I'm going to choose something else. And I didn't know what that was going to be, and I didn't know what it was going to look like. Having the time to do that and really be with my thoughts, to make the conscious choice to choose something else was such a gift.
We always had a piano. We always had a grand piano. I just would, like, you know, find a quiet corner and, like, at some point and, like, do my own thing. I think if you just have that, if you have a piano in your house, you know, it's got such a gravity to it.
It's my circus costume.
I think it's the combo.
It's a combo. We don't know who they're honking for. It could be you. Could be... So how different? How's it different?
It's weird because his humor is intact. Like, he still makes the same types of jokes he used to make. And I would just be like, how old are you? And he'd be like, I don't know, like 40. And he's 72.
But he's not distressed about that.
It's weird. So, like, he's not on the surface, but then as soon as you start investigating, you were hit by a truck. Did you know that? I was? Yes. Wow, okay. There was one walk we went on, and I was kind of explaining everything to him, and then as I was explaining it to him, and I'm behind him, pushing him, so he's in front of me just kind of looking out, like, I could tell, like, the picture was coming back. Like, he was, like, putting all the pieces together in a moment. And, he was like, that's just really sad that I got hit by a truck, isn't it? And I was like, yeah, it really is. It's really sad. I feel really bad for you that happened. And I stopped the wheelchair and I kind of came around to him. And I knelt down and I like asked him, and I was like, are you sad? Are you frustrated? I was like, are you really sad? And he was about to start crying. He was like, yeah. But then he like, all of a sudden, it's like I saw the real him for a second, and then it was like, no, don't go there, you know? And then it wasn't like, it was like confusion took over again. Like, it's almost like the coping mechanism of confusion was easier to handle than the pain in the clarity. So, and there was like a lot of moments like that with him. Lots of moments. Hello.
Hey, we're doing okay. As good as we can.
What's going on?
Well, he had another episode. I had to call 911. I think he had another mini stroke.
A mini stroke.
Yeah, but it's I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should intervene or just let it go, let nature take its course.
Yeah.
That's horrible. I can't believe
it's not horrible. It's not horrible at all. And I totally.
It is horrible.
It's not horrible. That's real. It's real. It's real. You love that man more than I've seen anyone love another person. It is not horrible.
I mean, yeah, I can, prolong his agony.
Yeah.
I said, Tom, this is, if you're hurt, it's all right. I know you don't like it. I don't like it for you, but it's okay. I got your back, literally.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, I'm literally carrying you right now. Yeah. I don't know. We're like fragile. We're fragile things. We aren't as set in stone as we think we are.
Okay, got another one. These just blow me away. A strange place. A strange place, a place unknown, only a stone's throw from the human race. It is not deep, it is not wide, it is not tall or small. This place you shall never find, for it is mine and mine alone. Strangest of all, no place is so unknown. Peter Rake, age 12.
No.
Age 12.
12, that's... wow.
Without music, I would be way more unhappy and congested.
He said, why do you have to sing? And I said, I don't know, I must.
There's this whole other dimension I can go to when I can't figure out here what's going on inside of me.
It's a way of processing, of grieving, of expressing pleasure and joy.
It's where I go when I'm out of touch, when I can't feel my feet. And it brings me back into my body. Music is where I find myself.
Come with most and come with me. I'll survive it either way. Water, sun, and time, and then I will be in bloom again. Cut me down and keep what's left. Save the petals, toss the rest. As the seasons come and go, perennials always grow. Always grow. And I've disillusioned, disenchanted, disheartened. And it starts in myriad ways, but I fall way down, and I look around, and I've never been this close to the ground. Only one thing to do down here. Get a shovel and dig out your fear. Come what must and come what may, I'll survive it either way. Water, sun, and time, and then I will be in bloom again. Cut me down and keep what's left. Save the petals, toss the rest. As the seasons come and go, perennials always grow. Always grow. And in the darkest nights I found, in the winter hours when the light is fleeting, and I made it comes and then it's gone. And I try to hold on, but it's taking too long, and I'm afraid I won't make it till dawn. Only one thing to do in here. Light a candle and look at your fear. Come what must and come what may, I'll survive it either way. Water, sun, and time, and then I will be in bloom again. Cut me down and keep what's left. Save the petals, toss